My name is Mercedes Sanchez. I'm originally from Spain, but I came to the US long time ago and had two children here. Now I live in New York, and I became a registered dietitian. Food is so important to reconnect with your loved ones, with your friends. It has been shown scientifically in the US. There was a study done at Columbia University in New York, where it was shown that when families eat together, parents and children, those children tend to eat more fruits and vegetables. But not only that, they get better grades, they have better self-esteem, and reduce drug abuse. That opportunity that meals offer to communicate, to exchange feelings and ideas is so important. And one of the reasons why food is so social, and it should continue to be social. When adults eat with children, the children are looking, they are getting references of how adults enjoy the foods they are eating. And even when those children are picky and they don't like everything that they are served, it's always here. And as they grow, when they're ready, they are curious to try those foods that they remember their parents or their relatives to eat with pleasure. I always have these memories of my parents eating disgusting things, like, oh, how can they eat that? And then growing up, because I had those references, I was curious, and I learned to enjoy those foods as well. So that is extremely important for children. I do have many memories of my mother cooking every single morning, and my grandmother and my aunt, they were all great cooks. And when you see your mother cooking, or your parents, it is so important, because as a child, it really wakes up your hunger, right? Your appetite, because first you need to hear the click 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 of the flame that starts, the pong pong and clong clong of the pots that are about to start dancing. And even you can hear the sizzling of the food that is being sauteed. Even as a child, when you're studying for an exam, or you're doing your homework, and then you start that aroma start coming, and then your stomach start making noise, glu, 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 glu. So all that is, a way to receive the food. By the time you go to the table with everybody else, you're like so ready, right? And that is the difference now. People just go on the phone, order food. You lost all that beauty of connecting to food. The US is a very young country, right? And it has been built mostly of immigrant people. Nowadays, we have a lot of immigrants that come from Mexico or Central South America. When they come to this country, they have to work very hard. They don't have time to cook, and they don't have all the ingredients from their countries. They don't know how to use the local foods that are around here. The vegetables even are expensive, some of them. They don't have many supermarkets in many neighborhoods that are where where disadvantaged people live. So there are many reasons that new immigrants are struggling to feed their children good quality food, and that has a lot of health consequences. They tend to eat a lot of convenient foods from fast food restaurants. They're a lot more affordable, they're cheaper, but the problem is that they are ultra processed, and the quality, the nutritional quality of those foods are very low. So that becomes a problem, especially in disadvantaged neighborhoods. And those are the families and the children that I work with. We designed different programs to teach the children how to cook. By teaching children now how to cook, we are giving them the power of becoming independent from the American food industry. And we're giving them the self-confidence. We teach them knife skills to, like a chef. They become very proud of knowing how to handle a chef knife. And there is one program that we have designed for teenagers, and it's called Teen Battle Chef. And you know how we came about to design it? With the idea of a Japanese program, Iron Chef. Yeah, a TV show that gained a lot of popularity in the US. And we got that idea to motivate teenagers to cook with us.
Is everybody ready? All right.
We have sauteed turkey bacon and onions. Instead of ham, we use turkey bacon because turkey bacon is more healthier and it has less pesticides. We have our matchstick rhubarbs. We are not using it to garnish the dish. We are putting it in the soup for flavor.
The ingredients that we use for this dish is charred tomatoes, diced onions, thinly sliced collard greens, spinach, kale, coconut milk, salt, water, and pepper.
There are so many benefits from cooking from scratch with fresh ingredients. For many of these kids, it is the first time that they try these fresh vegetables. They've never in their life had a fresh herb, touched it or smell the aromatic herbs. So they feel very empowered when you teach them how to cut it, how to peel it, how to cook that vegetable, and then they taste it, and we're waking up these children's senses. So they are being exposed to all this beauty of food that is very important. And we have a lot of success with that.
Teen Battle Chef has made it more exciting for me to cook healthier foods at home. And it's actually really exciting to hear my younger brother tell me that he likes spinach now.
Because of Teen Battle Chef, I used to be very closed to trying new things. I hated vegetables, I really did. And now I'm realizing that not everything tastes disgusting. There's actually, everything is really healthy and it tastes really good when mixed with the right ingredients.
Before I joined the Teen Battle Chef program, I had a very unhealthy diet. It consists of cookies, chips, cakes. I know everybody here likes Twinkies. And now that I've joined the Teen Battle Chef program, I'm now eating healthier. My favorite snack that we prepared was the spinach pesto quesadillas with the guacamole. I love guacamole now. Before, I used to think guacamole was really nasty.
During this experience, I've been thinking that maybe I want a career involving culinary arts.
The most amazing thing and beautiful thing is that now these teenagers are teaching their parents to cook. We work with maybe with Latino students from Puerto Rico. One of their basic staple sauces is sofrito. And we teach them how to make that. And they say, wow, when I taught my parents how to make a sofrito, they were like so happy. So it goes the reverse now. But that is the sad situation here in the US is hopefully we can teach a lot of children how to cook and reverse the problem. When you pass by the kitchen as a child, or you are asked to help as a child, is so important, because that is such an opportunity for older people to tell you stories. How this is how my own mother cooked this is how my father used to make this alioli. Gives us that opportunity to connect, to bond with your elders. This is the beauty of food, and how important it is to understand where you're coming from, and how much food connects you with your heritage and your cultural identity. And that is exactly what I teach, especially my adult students. I encourage them to keep on cooking the foods that they grew up with, because most of my adult students come from other countries. It's an emotional journey for many of them. It's emotional. I teach them many techniques, many recipes, but the last class is always, you have to show me one of your favorite childhood recipes. By the time they're telling me memories that dish creates, they get into tears, and they it really helps them reconnect with their parents, their grandparents. And some of them had stopped cooking that. That's why it's so important to continue cooking those meals, to always remember where you're from, because it keeps you rooted. So it is important to learn those recipes, and not to forget them, and transmit them to your children always, like always has been done. You're very welcome. It was my pleasure.